that what you need to check before you start the game. Today we had a game. Today we played with the subscribers and it was really fun playing with the guys. We are growing, our audience are also growing, and here we go live, and then we start. However, my time is already 1 minute less than Chandan, and he is also a good player. Let's go for f5. Chandan, he's a good player, so I need to think, and then after play good. We have f5 on the board, we have dodge defense, and yes, there is music as well going on. Okay, there we are. Maybe this pawn can be pushed, but yeah. It is capture. I'll capture with the pawn itself. I'll just develop my bishop. Then castle, queen coming up next. Okay, he's trying to attack my pawn on here. What shall I play? I can move this one. What to do? What is he trying to do? Can I push this pawn? He captures. I'll capture with the queen. Push goes back, and this also push goes again back, and knight goes to the e4. Let's try this one because queen check is not there after capturing, so it's fine for me. Okay, if he just captures, I'll capture with the queen itself. I'm just going to play g5 next move. This goes back, I'll go for g5. Then after I'll go for knight to e4, and if you push the pawn, I have simple winning. Like I can capture this one and pawn captures, and I can capture that one immediately. I'm getting some messages. Kasturi, Deepak 7875. Let me check it out if some players are trying to join. I don't know. With this capture, I'll just capture with the pawn. If you just capture my bishop, I'll capture with the queen itself. So bishop goes back. Can I give check? Check is there with the bishop as well, with the queen as well. I can give with the bishop first. Does that he have to move up the king somewhere? He cannot castle. I will get an advantage with it. I have to develop my bishop. I have to develop my knight. I have to develop my pieces. So where should I do? Can I go bishop to e6? Bishop e6. I'll go my bishop back. Okay, I knew that's coming up. So I'll just extend it and just capture with the king itself. Since that next move I can come with the rook to f8. First I'll just develop my knight. Of course. A good thing of the viewers here is that they immediately like when they are coming to watch. That make me feel so good. Thank you. Thank you all. What if I capture this one and then after pawn capture? So shall I bring the queen first? And if you just capture, I'll just capture. That will be a mistake for me. What if I go and capture this one and I just capture it out? I'll just capture and check. I'll be losing a piece, so I have to capture this one. So I'm just giving up a pawn. I just push it. So first of all, I'll just give up check. But that's not necessary. I'll just bring up the queen. If it comes here, I have pawn push coming up next. I'd have to go somewhere. I'll bring up the king. Okay, I'm a little pawn down. So I can play this one. Rook check is coming up, no problem. I could have gone for queen check. This is immediately winning, right? If because knight is coming up, I could simply capture it out and that was immediately winning. I didn't see that. However, this is fine for me too. Season Sakya, how do you play chess well? I lose against all. Any tips? Okay, it's all about learning, practice, and Of course, the more you practice, the more you will win. So this is losing for him. Season Sakya. You need to learn, you need to play well. Of course, you need to learn from your mistakes. You can go through your leeches profile games and you can simply learn from it too. So there is check coming up. You cannot capture this pawn, so it's fine for me. Another check is coming up. I can bring my king out here. If he pushes the pawn, then I can capture this pawn, and this is winning for me. Most probably this might be some threat like pawn is coming up. I can bring up my knight to f6, and then knight is developed on the e4. Okay, he just attacks. So first of all, I'll just capture this pawn. This pawn is coming up next, but he cannot do anything. Rook check is coming up, and it's almost over for Chandan. This is almost over. Almost over, but not 8. What shall I play? Can I give check, or simply capture this pawn? And if I capture this pawn, you have to protect. There is no check coming up, so you have to protect this mate. So I'll just simply capture it out. If you push the pawn, I have queen checkmate, and if you come here, I have queen check, and then simply capture of the rook. Whoever wants to learn, they can find. For beginners, I prefer you to at least go for the opening. You have to at least learn opening. You have to go through it, and of course, yeah, it's queen check, and then after queen capture rook. This is winning. Thank you, Chandan, for a good game. So we'll see another game that's going on. We have highest rated player of Nepal playing with Gautam, and Gautam is in the winning position with Vivek thing. Let me check it out. Where no, has it winning position? Might be a winning position. What just happened? How does it came? Where did Vivek just blunder? Goes here, then after rook comes up, pawn push, then after pawn push, knight coming up, again pawn push. What a game! What happens if you just capture? Was that? Who's this Gautam's M078? Let me check it out if his name is there. Below 1700 club colors. We have so many. He have done so many. Who is Gautam exactly? He is winning highest rated player of Nepal, and of course, this is going to be his best game for today. Not sure of another game, but he is winning highest rated player, so it's going to be a huge accomplishment for him. So it's almost over for Vivek thing. So he have to resign now. Yeah, time up, and Vivek lost the very first game. There is another game going on between Krishna Thapa versus Umesh Saha, I think. Time flies. Who is this? The Thomas. So many requests, and you are trying to play from different ID. I request everyone to at least put their flag if you do not keep your name. So at least you have to put your country flag. It will be easier for us to accept in the game, as this is the game only for Nepal. Galand Aditya, maybe he's from Nepal. I'll just accept him. Imperial MZZ. For those who are watching, at least give a like to this video so that it will reach to every players who will be coming up and will be watching. We have next round to be started very soon, and of course the highest rated players are at the top, and Manish Rai, who have continuously been winner against me. Maybe he had been playing good. I don't know what is our score. He just scored more last time when player just won against me. I couldn't play a good game against him again. Next game. Okay, we'll go for Mora Gambit. Will he accept or not? Not sure if he will be going to accept this one. If he puts this pawn, I'll simply go for this one. Okay, he just accept the Mora Gambit. Which platform is it, Dada? This is Lichess, Lichess. Of course, the link is also given in the chat at the pin message up. You can also join if you have ID. It's free of cost. You can simply join the team and you can join. You don't need to pay anything. You can practice. A lot of games are going on. A lot of games are being played. I don't know how to put the flag. Lever link. Okay, you can click on your profile and then after. Okay, you can click on your name and then after there is profile. Okay, you can just go here. Maybe if you can see, there is setting, edit profile, and here just you have to click on the profile and then after here is settings and then you can go and change up the profile. Silver link. From there you can change. No problem in that case. I can maybe he will come up with the bishop coming out here, but he is trying to go with the bishop to b7. And what if I go here? It just captures. No, it just captures, and I'll capture with the bishop itself. But is it good? What should I do? Let's play this one. Silver leaning. What's your Lichess ID? You can simply comment. You can simply say it in the comment section in the chat box. I'll just accept it out here. For those who don't know how to change the country flag, maybe I can bring up the rook. Okay, I'll not let him to play knight coming to c4. He'll just capture, then I'll capture with the rook. This pawn is hanging. Okay, this is fine for him or not. Let's attack the queen. Where he will go? He just attacks my rook, but it is not attackable. He does not have white color bishop, so it's fine for me. If I were able to bring up the rook somewhere, then it would be great for me. But why not to bring out the knight? Let's try this one. Bringing up the queen next. If he puts this pawn, this might not be a good one. Okay, he just pushes up the pawn itself. So I think I need to come back. That was no use. I could go bishop first. So I don't need to exchange here. I'm at good position. Thank you. Time flies. Okay. Time flies. I have just accepted your request. You can now join. Raghav Sharma. Yeah, Raghav Sharma is from Nepal, I think. Okay. He just played in the morning. Manish Rai. From where shall I attack? I have to bring up my queen at the g4. Or his knight is coming out here, right? So I need to think of it as well. If I bring my knight, okay. Let me try for queen to d2, not letting his knight coming up here. Also, somehow, if there is any chances, I'll just go for attack. Okay, he just blundered, I think. Okay, he's giving up for free. So it's losing for my opponent again. For those who are watching, at least give a like to the video. Hope you are enjoying. And we'll be coming up more with such tournaments, and of course, we'll be having some knowledge sharing as well, which will help you guys a lot. He just plays f4, f5. Maybe he's coming for f4 next move. I'll just capture, rook captures, no problem. I'll just capture this one. My rook is being protected with the rook, so I'll just attack the rook itself. We have to go somewhere. If it goes here, I cannot capture this one. If it goes somewhere else, then I can capture the pawn on the h6. Okay, he wants me to capture the pawn on the h6. Can I capture this one? Is there any threat? I don't think there is any threat. Let's capture this one. Almost, this is winning for me now. I'm learning chess. Asis Gurung. No, bro. Look at the name. Look at the leech's name. They're saying move to them itself, and someone is teasing him like, no, bro, teach me. Like very funny names. Okay, I'll just exchange the bishop. So if we capture this one, I'll capture with the queen, and there is no attack. Can a beginner join the tournament? Yeah, it's open for everyone. Anyone can join the tournament. It's free of cost, so you don't have to think much. You can just click on the link above and simply join. If I capture with the knight, if I capture with the queen, pawn push is coming up. So if I capture with the knight, then maybe I can go for a mating threat. So I'll just capture with the knight. I'm just giving up the pawn. But I have an attack on the queen to h5. Maybe we'll push the pawn. That's the only idea to protect on the h7. Then I'll just grab up the pawn, and it's completely winning for me. In the daytime it was working so good, and now the KB per second is decreasing. Okay, it's fine now. Okay, just captures the pawn. Now how will protect? I'm in time pressure, but it's 3+2, so it's fine. If you push the pawn, I'll simply capture, and if you go your rook somewhere, and maybe here as well, I just capture this one, then there will be check coming up next or something similar to it. Okay, I'll just keep check. We'll come here, and then after I'll just can give check. I can give the check. You come up, I'll just grab up another pawn, and this is queen capturing. So it's almost over for you. Yeah, he just resigned. Thank you, Manish Rai, for giving up the good game. He just blundered a knight coming to b4, and that what happens if you do not take it seriously. Let's go to another game. Let's have the game of Arjun Gimire versus Wahid Azam Hasan. Arjun Gimire already in the very winning position, give up the queen and just promoting another queen. Let's check it out. Another game. Suman from Butwal. Let's see the game of Krishna Thapa versus Rajendra Podal. Krishna Thapa with 4 pawn up. But he just blundered, or he just gave it for free. What's going on? But still, this is winning for black. He got 4 pawns, and this is winning for black. What was that? Rajendra Podal is black. That means Rajendra Podal had the Rajendra Shrestha had the winning position with Krishna Thapa. He just no, it's Krishna Thapa with Krishna Thapa. What is that? Rajendra Shrestha is with rook, and Krishna Thapa is completely looks like draw. Goes there, king comes up. I think it was winning. Like king is coming up here, and it could be winning for Rajendra Shrestha. King have to go somewhere. Can take the waiting move. Can take the waiting move from here somewhere, and then there was check coming up. It was winning for white. Like you just have to take the waiting move. King comes up, just take the waiting move. King have to go somewhere, and then after king comes up, and if it goes here, there is rook coming up on the h1, and then after you can grab up the pawn, and then you can bring up the rook to the g1 and grab another pawn, and you are completely winning with the rook and the king. Just take the waiting move. Rajendra Shrestha in the time pressure didn't see that. He is happy with draw, but it was winning for Rajendra Shrestha. Okay, Samir, we will be looking your game as well, but your game is not going on. It's already over, I think, Samir. So let's check it out. The game of this is already over. Let's check it out. The game of Samir. He is asking me to take. Okay, let me take Samir, right? Okay, here it is. Where you are. Okay, let's check it out. What happened to his game? He lost the game with Chandan Gupta, the one who played the first game with us. We have d4 played by Samir. Now after c5, Samir Gautam, right? Yes, Samir Gautam. Samir Gautam playing white. Yes, it's fine. Just go for castle. It's not going for castle, going for open king. You have to castle over here and just go for the open file. When you put the king in the center square, that will be bad for you. But this is, look at this. It's not so good. You're putting the king in the center square. Now you'll get the attack, and then after, look at this. You got the attack after capturing of the pawn. If the king was not in the center square, you could go for castle. The bishop was protecting the pawn. So this happens if you do not castle. You have to put your king at the center. You have to put your king at the safe, but and if you not do that, then you will be losing. Sanjay versus Suman from Butwal is playing. Sanjan, sorry. Some requests are here. I'll just accept it. If there is some please player, okay. We have Nissan Bhatrai. Let me accept his. Mama Acharya. Some from Italy as well. I don't know. Muhammad Laliti. Okay. How can we start playing tournaments? I have recently made Leech's ID and joined your group. For those who want to play, and if it's free, you can simply get the link at the group as well. It's for those who do not know. Like I can say here, we have our team. Let me check it out. Here is our team, buddhichal.com chess team tournament. And whenever there is tournament, you can simply find it out here and just click on that and just click the join. And if it's not free, you have to pay some entry fee. Then in that case, you have to pay something and then after play. Okay, next round is about to start. We have we didn't have top players. Zero is I didn't remember his name. Its name is Sanjay Rai. I think he is Sanjay Rai, and he's also a good player. Seropiu Mos Sanjay Rai. I think it's Sanjay Rai. Let's have. One minute. I'm just searching for something. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Sorry, I was looking for something that's good. Okay, whoever want to, if some of the player are also watching and also playing, if they want to me to show their game, they can comment in the comment section. And of course, we will be showing their game and we'll have some knowledge sharing as well. Maybe I can bring up the queen, and if he comes here, no problem, I'll bring up the knight itself, and if he push the pawn. So in this case, I'll just bring up the knight first. He cannot come here. What shall I play now? I would have bring the bishop and then after play this one as well. So in this, oh, what's going on? My mouse, I am not able to push it. I was just about to push it double, but this is also fine. It's not the blunder, but the thing is I'm getting a move behind now. I was about to push this pawn and then after push the pawn on the g4. It will take one more move now. However, that's not the blunder. It's just I'm not comfortable with the mouse today. So many requests. Poker. This is match 3-1 lover. We have a player from Poland. Okay, he is trying to push the pawn. Let me bring up the queen. If you push the pawn, I have check, and then after knight check is coming up. Will he see that? Or he'll just grab up the knight. I'll just capture. The thing, I went for queen to g5. Okay, he didn't let me to do that. There is no attack coming up. So this is fine for me. I'll bring up this knight here, and then after knight to g4. Okay, Sajin Sake, it's saying I have to review from the leader. What's your leech's ID, Sajin? If you can see your leech's ID, I'll just accept it out. Okay, can I capture this one? Then after knight captures and knight comes here, so or before that I can bring up the knight and the. So if you capture this one, I have pawn captures or queen captures. So if you do not capture, I'll simply capture this with the knight. Okay, he just want to bring my bishop back, and if we push the pawn, I have capture of the pawn here. Maybe he will not give up the bishop. The bishop is very much useful. Sajin, if you can for me, I think he cannot do anything. I'll just capture, this capture, this capture, this capture, and rook check is over for my opponent. And he didn't see that. I think this is completely winning. I'll just give an extend sacrifice, and another rook is coming up, and it's winning for me. Sanjay Rai, it's over for you. Seropiu Mosh. Okay, he didn't capture. So he bring up the rook another from there, then okay, no problem. I'm still giving up the rook. If I capture, there is rook checkmate. So I can capture this. The thing is, I can capture this out here, or I can bring up. I can capture this one as well. Which one shall I capture? So can I go for this pawn? Give me up the queen for two rooks, and then after bringing up the bishop, protects the pawn out here. When he brings up the rook, yeah, I need to bring up my bishop out here. What you'll play next is just trying to have some attack, but there is no attack. If you give check, I have king coming up next. So it's over for you, Sanjay Rai, bro. Thank you. Good game. It was good when he was not giving up knight. If there was no knight coming on the f4, then at that moment it was good. But after he came with the knight and the f4, there was bishop capture. Then after bishop capture and rook capture was the amazing sacrifice. Let's take it out another game. Arjun Gimire versus Butwal of Suman from Butwal. He's playing, I think. Yeah, he's Suman from Butwal itself, because name is written here, Suman Butwal. This type of names are good. You can easily find out from where they are playing, and of course their real name. And of course Arjun Gimire is also playing. Oh no, Arjun Gimire is playing for Chitwan. He's from Chitwan, I think. A lot of different players are playing from different cities. So whoever wants to meet them, they can also find their leech's ID, and they can also communicate with each other. It will be easier for you guys to at least communicate, and of course to make some clubs, make some place arenas, and of course to enjoy playing. This looks like draw's position because white cannot do anything, neither black can do anything, but somehow it's a chance for white, like king can come, sorry, king can come up, and also king can come to the c4 c5, sorry, king can come on the b4, then king can also come to the a5 and create some threat here. That's the only idea. The thing here black can do is just push the pawn and have some threat. So it looks like draw's position, but however it's a chance for white to gain some advantage. Like if you push the pawn, yeah, now looks completely annoying. This pawn is, this king will come here, so I think king to d3 was good move by black. What would happen if king to d3? Like here, king to d3 and bishop comes here, just push the pawn. The thing is, he cannot push the pawn, I'll just capture, and there will be king very far. White king will be very far, and it's completely winning for black. Looks like black is trying to draw because he's in time pressure. Is live going or not? It's showing error. Some error is coming in the live section. Hope it's working fine. Oh yes, it's fine. And have some thread. Okay, it's fine. Okay, he is trying to draw. Completely draw. Wow. Subscribers are increasing daily. It's 1052. So great to see so many players, so many winners. We are in the second. Maybe we will be having fun. We will be enjoying today. We have 3 of 3, but still we have to win 8 more games to be the winner of this tournament. A total of 11 rounds need to be played, and it's going to be. It will end up Richard, and request is from Richard. Tejar C. I don't know. Brandwas. Is he from Nepal? Yes, Brandwas is from Nepal. Paytm, I don't know who is he. Team with Mission Dahal. Mission Dahal, a talented player from Zappa. Shall I go for knight and go for Mora Gambit, or shall I go for Grand Pix attack? Let's go for Grand Pix today. Okay, he knows the idea to play e6, knight coming up, then after knight to e. So if I push the pawn, I would have gone bishop first. Okay, he knows the idea. Simply attacks the pawn. I'll go for long side attack, long side castle. Attacking the pawn. Just go for castle. Where will this knight go? Maybe at the h5. Okay. There is a square. And that's a bad one. Let's develop. Shall I develop the knight, or shall I develop my bishop itself? So let's develop the knight, giving up the bishop here. If he comes here, I'll just bring up here and just have to capture. Pawn was not hanging, so it's fine for me. If the pawn was hanging, okay, just push the pawn. Maybe I need to have some threat. How to attack this one? Can I go my knight out here, attacks the pawn? And if he just attacks, then just capture this one, then that would be a blunder for me. So first I have to bring up my rook. Not letting knight coming to the g3. Next move I can bring up my knight to e4. Then after knight can come to the b6, or even knight can capture the pawn if he is not protected. So he just tried to play that one. He just tried to protect with b6. Why did he push? What happens if he just protects with b6? I can capture this one, and if rook comes out, I can bring up my bishop out here. Is it possible or not? I'm not sure. So let's try. I'm not sure. And b6 is the only idea. Then I can capture the pawn, and if rook comes out here, I have bishop coming up here. And then after, if he goes anywhere, or if he attacks my bishop with the rook, then I can play either c4, or even knight can come back. So this is fine for me. It's not the he might come for attack. So why should I go and capture the bishop? And can capture the bishop first. What is that? Okay, I just captured the bishop. Then, okay, let's say since I'm a pawn up, so it's fine for me. You cannot capture with the king, you have to capture with the rook here, so I'll be having an open file. So can I capture with the, yeah, I can bring out the knight here. So no problem, I'm a pawn up now. Next move, knight check is coming up. I have an open file, open rook file. I'm a pawn up. Somehow, if I'll be able to push the pawn and break through, this will be winning for me. Pawn up, I need to make this game a winning game. Okay, one thing is that whenever your opponent moves some pieces, then you have to first check it out at what square it was guarding off, and this 3 square it was just taking care of. When knight goes back, then you just leave the square over here. Then I got a square knight coming to e5, immediately attacks the pawn, and there is rook check coming up, and this is winning for me now. You need to protect the pawn as well, you need to protect the bishop as well. Which one you will do first? So you just gave up the pawn. So if I capture this one, then you might go for capturing of this pawn. Maybe what? So I think I can capture this one. Okay, it's fine. I knew just going to capture this one. There is no check. Yes, there is no check, so I'll bring up my knight back. Next move, I can bring up the rook out here, giving up check. First, you have to protect this check. So how you will do that? Okay, you just try to extend. Now I can bring up the rook here. You have to protect from rook 2. So let's try. Other than that, rook check is coming up, grabbing up the pawn. The thing you need to do is just simply, okay, there is an idea of check. So before that, I'll just move up the king. There is no check. Next move, I can bring up my knight and attack the knight itself. Maybe you will be coming up. Okay, I'll just grab up this knight, and okay, I just have to push this pawn first. Such that I can grab up the knight now. Okay, I have to think now. He cannot capture the pawn, so I have to protect this pawn first. If knight goes anywhere, I can simply exchange. Looks like bad move for me now. I have to bring up my king. I just try to exchange. If I just capture, okay, looks like a draw's position now. Seems like a draw's position now. If king comes up here, I will just move up my king as well. Okay, I'll go for draw. I will go for draw. That was somehow a winning position, but I will end up with draw. What to do now? If I push this pawn, it looks like I have to play something. Hey, what is this? Looks like I'm losing. Seems like I'm losing the game. It seems like I'm losing the game. Yeah, it's losing position now. It's completely losing because king comes up here and I cannot protect it out. It's completely losing now. Yeah, I knew it. I know it. I know it. I cannot capture this pawn and it's losing for me. Sad, sad, we have a very first losing position now. Okay, have to resign. Sad to see we had a winning position and we just lost the game. Last game. Asis Gurung versus Arjun Gimire game going on. Okay, looks like black is winning. If you go knight to g5, Arjun is black. No, Arjun is white. Black having good position over here. Check is here, but there is no extra check. Maybe check, 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 draw. Or somehow if you will be able to check from here, like the check coming up, there is another check here, so it's draw. Okay, he just lost in time. You have to play faster. Case of Shrestha versus Knight Stalker game going on. Just a minute. We have here and welcome Nepal, WC Nepal and Sudeep going on. This would be winning for white. This should be winning for white. Okay, pawn push is coming up. Even though bishop can bomb back, bishop comes back. This pawn push, bishop comes here. This is winning for white. Dazu 2 games जीत्यो, haha. Nice, nice. Good one. You guys can improve. Keep on practicing, keep on playing. You will be winning. You will be doing good. And one day you will be playing like a professional. Rahul Chauhan. He is from Banepa, I think. He's the president of Banepa, I think. We'll go for Sicilian. We have 7 requests again here. I don't know. Abdullah from Turkey. Serving, I don't know. Sanzio Top. If some of the player wants to play in the chat, kindly add their flag in their lichess profile. It will be easier for us to accept you guys, and of course you can play later as well once I accept your request. We have Sicilian on the board again. We'll go for the main line, and of course we'll go for dragon variation. Mostly Magnus Carlsen tried to play with the e5 and he plays very good. E5 and of course bishop coming to e6 and then after f5 and f4 or f captures and just go for castle with the open king. He plays great. It's going to be again a dragon variation. Bishop coming to b5, it's different than Alushar Abautai. Let me read out some comments. It's going to be funny, guys. Okay, Combo Sumit Panta is writing पुलुले कडा सर्ट दियो पुरुषोत्तम सिलवाल haha bike tournament को बदला. I don't know with whom Puru won. Let me check it out. Purushottam Silwal just won. Purushottam Silwal just won. Sumit Panta. Oh, that's the reason. Why did he capture? What happens if I just capture this one? And if he just capture, I'll just capture. And if he capture this one, there is no trick, right? So he's giving up the pawn. I can capture. And if he just capture with the bishop, I'll just capture with the knight. And even if he captures with the knight, then I can capture with the knight itself. So I think there is no any good move for white. I'll just capture with the pawn. Sorry, I just captured the pawn with the knight. So you just capture the knight. I'll just capture the knight itself. Knight captures the bishop. If I had not captured this one, then there will be threat, like there will be threat. Just capture the c7, b7. Sorry, I will just capture this knight as well. Check. Then I'll bring up my rook. They will just capture with the queen. I knew that. I'll just attack here. It's being attacked. Knight captures pawn is possible when rook is coming here, so I have to think of it as well. How many players have joined? A huge number of players are playing. Oh, 166 players are playing. A huge number of players are playing. So he's giving up the rook. When I capture this one, then there will be a threat. So why not to push the pawn first? Check. There's no check, right? So just attack the knight. He had an attack. He had a threat like when I captured the bishop, then knight check is coming up next. So a good one is trying to have a good one. Good trap, but I will not fall in it. Good trap by Rahul Pradhan, Rahul Supradhan. I am winning a pawn, attacking the knight. Somehow I have a bishop pair advantage. So might be next move I can bring up my queen to a5, attacks the knight and attacks the bishop. Both. There will be a double attack. We will just reading out the chat. पुरुषले उठाउनु पर्छ जे होस् बाइक उठाउनु पर्छ ओ आई सी सानै उमेरदेखि खतरा combo B Cheshire Nikenको साथ is saying combo B like online मा तिमी जित रियल क्लासिकलमा हेरम हेरम म कसरी जित्छु just challenging combo सुमित पन्त सुमित जी खाली उठाउनु पर्ने हो Rajendra Srestha, Puru Bhai is on fire today. Wow, Puru Bhai playing really so good. पुरुको पनि कडा हुने बेला भइसक्यो त. So I think I can capture this one. Why did he give up the pawns? He's giving up every pawn. He's just attacking my rook, so simply capture up the pawn. Okay, what is this? Is it attack? No attack. So I can capture this one as well. Should I be greedy capturing all the pawns? Okay, why should I capture the pawns? The rook is hanging out here. I should have simply captured this rook. And this is completely winning for me. Rahul Chopradhan, you have to resign now. पुरुको पनि कडा हुने बेला भइसक्यो. आशिष चाहिँ गोप्तो आकार लिन्छ. के हो के राजेन्द्र जी जहिले. Okay, let's attack my bishop. So I go for bishop to c6. सत्र सय 1600 पो जिते त म नि अघि बढ्दैछु के अरे समीर. Nice Samir. It's great to see new players are also improving. So I can push the pawn. Okay, we have 38 seconds. We'll read out the chat again. Queen is attacked. You have to move up the. So I can bring up my bishop out here. Almost winning for me. Nearly, it's only time for him to resign. I have a rook up, right? I have a rook up and also a pawn up. How can I start playing games? Harin Khadka. Okay, just give up the queen. I'll just capture the queen. I don't think there was necessary of giving up the queens. He can move out here. He can move out here. But it's almost already over for you. Harin Khadka, you just need to join up the team and then after you can simply win. You can click on the join button and okay, we have Chase Thapa, Krishna Thapa at 4.5. Let me check it out. The game of Purushottam Silwal, the one who is playing four and playing with the Santosh Gautam. Both are at the equal position. Looks like Santosh is winning a pawn, but only for a few seconds. He could go for queen check, knight check is there. King have to go up. If had somehow gone down, then might be a threat of rook check somehow from here, and then after rook checkmate might be possible. Okay, looks like white is winning now. But it's hard for white to win. Just winning a pawn doesn't mean it's winning. You have rook and knight on the board. Might go with the draw. Attacks the pawn. Will Santos go for a draw? Let's just give up the pawn. So it can be some chances for black as well. 1 minute, guys. Sorry. Santos captures the knight. Wasn't there any way he can go for rook check and simply protect? But that was not making any sense because okay, this is also a draw. Yeah, you can push up the pawns. No problem. This is completely draw's position. Even you give up the bishop for free, this will be draw. I think they have to accept the draw. Purushottam Silwal playing very good and he is at the top position. He just won the talented player. Sumit Panta will go to another game. This is already draw's position, so we'll check it out. The another game of Puniman Karmachari, former Nepal champion versus Pradeep Sahu game going on, and this is draw itself, I think. But somehow here, white have a chance. Like now, there is no way to protect this. White have a chance, yes. If bishop was even at this square, white has a chance at this position. White blocks up, and this is completely winning. What a threat! Like king comes here immediately you cannot capture the pawn. He just sacrificed the bishop, and then it's completely winning for Puniman Karmachari, former Nepal champion. There should be some intermediate moves. I mean, there should be some moves. Giving up or attacking the defending piece, you cannot capture this piece. You have to think of king capturing up the pawn. So Pradeep Sahu, I think you have to resign now. No, still he's playing up. Pawn push. And then after bishop goes anywhere, the queen is coming up. So it's losing for you. You just have to wait for a few seconds. Then it's fine. King, queen, and king, bishop. Of course, this will be winning for king. Okay, this is capturing up the bishop. Let's go to another game. I think he will just resign. Yeah, he have resigned. Let's check it out. The game of Suman from Good 12 versus Ranjit Rai. 3 pawns for Ranjit Rai, and looks like a draw's position. If rook was here, immediate threat of rook capturing of the pawn was there coming up. So it might be draw's position when there will be this threat. Now there is pawn push coming up next, and king can itself come to the g6. Might go for some draw's position, but this is completely winning. What you will do next? Okay, next move check coming up, queen check coming up. You have to bring up the rook back. You can bring up the rook to e7, and if rook comes out here, there is rook coming to e8, completely winning for white. Suman Suwal is from Bhaktapur, and okay, he think that of withdraw. He just captured the rook. This what happens here. White must have played king to f6, the only move, and here king captures. Then after rook captures rook, the thing that was Suman Sulwal was waiting for, and he just captured out, and it's a stalemate. Suman Sulwal getting lucky over here. Wow, you should not be in hurry capturing of the any pieces when there are some stalemates on this type of position. So bad luck for Suman Rai, but it's good luck for Suman Silva. Let's go to the tournament, and we have our game with Chaman Kahamagar. Yeah, we have here. We'll go for Scotch game. He will grab up the pawn, most probably. Maybe knight will coming up. No, no, bishop coming to c5. We will just protect, and bishop will be coming up, trying to exchange. He is trying to come to the d5, but that's not the good idea. I'll just grab up the pawn. Thread is very simple. It's very easy to play Scotch game. Just move up this pawn, push, and you'll be use attack for white. So my opponent is trying to create some attack from the queen side, but first I need to attack myself. So if you push the pawn, I'll just come here, so it's fine for me. So why not to bring up some attack from the king side for the king side. If you push the pawn, I have knight coming to the d4, and if you capture, so no problem, it's fine for me. I will capture with the queen here. Okay, you just push up the pawn, no problem in this case as well. There is no black square bishop, so that's the reason I have given up him the black diagonal, so it's fine for me. Very easy way to defend. The knight can come out here. हजुरको FIDE rating कति हो दाजु? It's nearly 1900. Nearly 1900 FIDE rating. Scary Terry. It's 1885, I guess. Not exactly 1885. Nearly 1900. Might be 1885 or 1884. Near. I think it's 1884. It just decreased in the last tournament. One rating was decreased. Just gave up the pawn. So was that necessary? Okay. I can bring up the knight. Okay, I could capture the pawn. But threat is coming off c4. So first I just need to protect. What if I push this pawn? Just trying to capture. I'll just capture with the pawn itself. So it's fine for me. So let's protect this first. Queen is protecting everything. So next move is coming f5, f4, f5. I'm getting a little bit more tired. I'm getting tired. I'm speaking for so long. What is he trying to do? Bring up the knight here, but there is knight check coming up. I can simply capture the queen. Did he blunder? I think it is a blunder. Yeah, it's a blunder. I can simply capture the queen. Yeah, he just resigned. Okay, we have lost a game that was winning game with missing the hall, and we ended up with draw, and finally we did some mistake. We will check out some game. Now here is the game. We were looking for Purushottam Silva versus CM Krishna Thapa, candidate master system, Krishna Thapa playing. I think we have crossed 2200, and that's great for us. We were nearly about to reach 2201. We were nearly about to reach 2300, but last time few games was not so good, so we lost. This is white for Purushottam Silva with the rook coming out there. Maybe some threat on the pawns, but we have to think as well. We have to think how to attack. Maybe he will come up with this attack. How black is trying to defense. Maybe knight will come out here, but that will not make any sense. This pawn is hanging. He will not go to capture this pawn. I think he will go for a pawn push, and after pawn push could be played. The only thing, if you push this pawn, then you have to get protected this rook with might be queen coming to c7 attacks the rook itself, but it is really good for white. Yeah, this pawn is hanging now. It's good for white. I like the position of white rather than black. Still, Black have bishop and knight for the rook, but I like the position of white. You have use attack here. Next move pawn push, and pawn push is coming up. So you have to think how to defend and defend. If he will be able to defend very accurately, then he will be losing. Sorry, he will be winning. Black will be winning, and if you will not be able to protect, if you will not able to defend, then it's losing for you. Only move is queen coming up here, and if bishop comes out here, then he will just capture. I think this capture and queen check coming up. Will that make any sense? No, because okay, just capture this pawn as well. What happens? Maybe rook will come here. It's spin. Was that necessary? What happens if he just captured this pawn? So just go for attack. Why you are just trying to defend with this one? Okay, he just attacks the rook here. Now another rook is coming here. The spin. Maybe he will go for double. Protect the knight, and there will be a threat coming up with the c3. c3 is coming up, so black have to think. How will you defend? You will defend with the queen. You will defend with the queen somewhere. This is protected, but if you capture this one and rook captures, then after queen capture coming up, it's a hard position for. Okay, mating trade is there for white now. You have to protect the mate first. What will white go? You cannot capture at this moment. Maybe you'll push this pawn first. Or yeah, G4 is played. Why did he gap the pawn? Now it's bad for check is there. It's already protected. So maybe you'll go for check. Goes here. And then after knight check somewhere here. So only move is queen goes here. So it looks like winning position for white. It's fluctuating. Okay, here looks like winning position for white now. The game is fluctuating. It's somehow winning for white. In some cases, it's winning for black. It's fluctuating one by one. Just captured the pawn. Now king goes there. Can you? This pawn will be attacked now. Just attack the bishop first. Goes for bishop to e5. If you come here again, yeah, what happened? Fileबाट attack दामी हुन्छ होला at 7 square. Hey, Krishna Thapa playing in time pressure, whereas Purushottam Silwal have 1 minute on his clock. Purushottam Silwal, you'll be surprised, he's just 11 years, sorry, he's just 12 years old boy playing and competing with the Canadian master. And not only competing, he is having the winning position. Of course, he might go for win now. This captures up this one. Might end up with draw, but looks like a winning position for Purushottam Silwal. This captures. Now it looks like draw is position, but however, if there is any chance, that chance is for white, not for black. What? There is mate? Yeah, mate was there. Goes here. King comes up. Rook check, bishop check. Goes there, rook check. Looks like dice position, you cannot do anything. Just move up the queen. Sorry, okay, this is also fine. This is draw is offered and draw is accepted. What a play by Purushottam Silwal. Okay, you can come in the team. This is Sony's. Okay, yeah, Sony's. I'll just accept it. Devanmandu. I know who is he exactly. We have 170 players participating. Alupatas ko Atanka. Alupatas just won. We have Sipalu भएको ID. सिपालुले बनाएको आइडीबाट आलुले खेलेर पनि खतरा खेल्न सक्दो रहेछ. What a funny thing. Alu Patas is Suman Rai at the second position and he is playing so good. Similarly, we have MKC Tharu, Mahesh Chaudhary winning, Badilal Nepali 3-time Nepal champion, and Santosh Gautam as well. One more game is going on. Sixth round is over, but look at this. We have Susila playing with Genius. Genius, what is his name exactly? Genius Chess. I don't know his name. And here Susila is winning the game. Drawla. Yeah, that ended with draw. And here we are. This is winning for white. And white have two queens on the board. You have to resign, man. But it's 1200 at a player. Okay, it is over. Sorry. I know. I just forgot to bring out the water. I just forgot to play the music as well. We have Badilal Nepali. Okay, you let me to go for knight to e4. No problem. It's fine for me. I will not let you to play too. This comes with the attack. I will just grab it out. Badri uncle ko account kuno. Badri Lal Nepali. 3-time Nepal champion is this is one Badri Babu. It's Badri Babu, 3-time former Nepal champion. Can I push the pawn? Okay, let's push the pawn. Why should I capture? I could have captured, but will that make any sense? This pawn is hanging, so I need to protect this first. Okay, I will just capture this one. Pawn capture, so queen capture is coming up. And if we capture this one, okay. Then bring out my knight to it just attacks the pawn. There is no check. Somehow I need to protect this one. This pawn is attack. The only thing is less captures with this one and this capture. So let's protect the pawn first. I don't think you will be able to capture this one. Will he be able to capture this one? I'm not sure if you will be able to capture this pawn. There's queen coming up here and might be a threat for you. So he just capture. Maybe he will be coming with knight coming out here. Yes. Maybe. Yeah, that what happened. Okay, what I did play, I have to go for a queen. Here I just blundered, so I have to resign. Sorry, guys. Bad one for me. Very bad move. We have Siddhish Bhandari playing with Mahesh Chaudhary. Mahesh Chaudhary or it's Umesh Saha. He's taking some time. Why did he capture? I'll capture with the bishop itself. Pawn capture. Bishop coming to the b5 attacks the pawn and attacks the knight itself. Or even bishop to e4 attacks the knight. And of course the pawn on the d6. It's weak. What did I play? Weak. Big blunder for me. Guys, keep watching. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'll have some water. Wow, it's raining outside. I didn't see it was raining outside. Very good weather. It's nearly 9 o'clock. I request everyone not to share a link that's coming up by Coca-Cola or something related to it. Not to share it, guys. It's a fake. अघिको बद्री अङ्कलसँगको गेममा क्विन b7 होइन क्विन b6 oh queen b6 queen b6 yeah maybe queen b6 that might be a mistake. When you try to analyze it fast, there is knight check coming up and then simply capturing up the pawn, just captures, then after knight check and just grab up the pawn. It's winning for Siddesh Bhandari, completely winning for Siddesh Bhandari now. Okay, कुन गीत बजाउनु भएको? It's a music free. Bellflower. Bellflower is the music name. Bellflower. Let's enjoy the music. Okay, I think black have to resign now. Maybe he will just push up this pawn and then pawn push, and then after pawn push, this pawn push is completely winning for white. Black have to resign. Still, it's raining outside. I have good internet connection. I like to thank. Today there is no any internet issue. Otherwise, when it starts raining, then there will be fluctuating of the internet. So maybe you will just go up the knight here, and then after king comes here, and after pawn push, just trying to play in such a way, or the thing he could just go for pawn push and then after pawn push immediately. That was more good. However, this is also winning for white. Black cannot do anything. Just have to wait and watch. Just capture with the knight. Next move, he will just push the pawn, and this is blocked by the. Coming up next here is knight to d5. It's winning for white. Just block the way of the bishop, push pawn, and just bring up the queen. Okay, this is completely. It's a fork for black. Captures, then after queen is coming up here. But you will play king comes on the e3. Kathmandu, Dai. Yeah, I'm from Kathmandu, Thapathali. I live in Thapathali. Okay, black resigned. We have Mishan Dahal playing with Krishna Thapa losing a pawn or losing Night Stalker. I don't know who is Night Stalker. Maybe we have Nirmal BME YouTube speed run 1600. This one, so many requests still coming up. I don't know if any viewers and is here who have requested for the tournament. You can just have the Leech's ID in the chat box. Will accept it. The Leech's ID in the chat box will accept it out. We have first Arjun Gimire. Second, we have Badilal Nepali. Third, we have Rajan Subedi. Fourth, Siddesh Bhandari. Fifth, we have Suman Rai. Sixth, we have Mahesh or Mukesh. So this is winning for black. He's resigned. Kesav Shrestha versus Yuzaj Podel, former Nepal champion. Okay, he just resigned. Kesav Shrestha lost with a young talented player, Yuzaj Podel. Uttam Dhungel playing with Mahesh Adhikari of Pokhara. We see many female players have also joined the game. Maybe more than 10 players have joined. Let's read out the comment. Let's read out the chat that's going on. It's also interesting. Mr. Rajan सुवेदीसँग खेल हारेपछि आफ्नो चेसको भविष्य देखिन्छ. Funny for Rajan Subedi. छ्या छ्या छ्या. राजन सुवेदी जीसँग हारेसी सुसाइड गरम लाग्दैन. म नेपाल चेसमा हुन्जेल तिम्रो भविष्य छैन भनेर मैले पहिले भनेको होइन. राजनजीले रञ्जित राय हाइट कताबाट आउँछ सबैहरू. आशिष राजनजीले झापा किताब पढेको रे. अल्पटास पहिला कुरा सिक्न जान्थ्यौ रे बाहुन बाजेकोमा. पहिला स्कुल. After we have Chitish Bhandari. आलुलाई कैसे ब्रेक लगाए. आलुलाई कसले ब्रेक लगाइदियो. L is missing out there. युवराज पौडेल अर्जुनले. Okay, this is over. We're having fun. Puniman Karmachari. This is draw with Himal Rai. Sorry, Hing Hang. Some of the player have joined. Their name are not the exact as the. Wow, we have 1055 subscribers. It means it's increasing. I didn't see increasing of the subscriber as well. Okay, you have to at least draw this game. It's too late. Please offer the draw. We'll check it out. The game of Arjun Gimire versus Alupatas. Badilan Nepali won. Arjun Gimire. Arjun Gimire is. Okay, we'll check this game. Looks like an interesting game. Italian on the board, we have Roel Lopez played by Suman Rai. It's not captured. You should not capture this pawn. You might be thinking of capturing of the knight and just captures, and then when you capture the knight, which just capture the pawn with the knight, then queen to d4 is coming up, immediately attacks the knight and of course attacks the pawn, and black will grab up the pawn back. You will be giving up the bishop here, and of course black will have the center advantage. That's why here white didn't capture. So in that the reason you should not capture. Okay, trying to attacks the knight. Knight goes to the d3, attacks the knight itself, captures this one, and then after queen goes there. Arjun with the black pieces have the bishop here advantage. That's why we have our game with Bikram Chokami. The final game have started. So let's start the game first. Okay, we will show it later on. Let's start the game. This is not the final game. We have 8th round and 3 more rounds to go. We have c5. We will go for a grand fixed stack. Pokharama on the board is moment. Bishop to b5. Okay, bishop to g5, and then after a6 is here, I will just grab up the knight, and then after pawn captures, this will be an isolated pawn. I will have some advantage of that. Before that, okay, go for f4. Then after d3, and of course b3, I'll go for d3. Okay, some disturbance is here coming up. Okay, I'll just go for knight to f3. If you capture, I'll just capture with the queen. If you do not capture, I'll just castle, then queen to e1, and somehow go for queen to h8, h4. And if you capture, I'll capture with the rook. Threat is very simple. When you play grand picks, it's really easy to attack when your opponent do not know how to play. Like you will just go for f4. Next, f4 is coming up next. Queen is coming up here. No problem, even if you capture this one, it's fine for you. So here, shall I go for f4? Pawn captures, then pawn capture check is there. Or think of just moving up the king first. If you capture, I will just capture. And then after f4. Maybe this is good. I just want him to move up the bishop. He just do that. So now I'll just attack with the queen, or first go for f4. Go here, attacks the pawn. If you go for castle, then after I can go for f4, and if he comes here, I'll just attack the knight itself. So I think this is good for me. Attacks the pawn. Looks like good position for white. Must be a winning position for white. If he just castle, I have pawn push coming, f4 is coming up. And if he just capture, I have bishop captures the pawn. And if he comes here, and then after I can attack somehow from s3. So he didn't want me to capture the pawn. Maybe now I can capture the pawn, or I can go for pawn push itself. What you will play? Pawn push and pawn push. Pawn push, knight can come to the s5. Knight to h5 is there. Knight to h5, I'll attack the knight itself. Then after, if you push the pawn. Okay, looks like I have good position over here. I'm not sure if this is good one or not, but looks like good position. पोखरामा on the chessboard tournament गर्न मिल्दैन कोरोना लकडाउन अलिक कम डाउन भएपछि. या पोखरामा टुर्नामेन्ट हुने कुरा थियो, but when it will be, I'm not sure. It will be very soon, but कहिले हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ थाहा भएन. Okay, there is mate. Okay, there is mate. Otherwise, it would be very good position for me if there was no mate. Is there any way I can just simply buy this position? Like I can bring out the bishop out here, but he will just grab this one. If I just capture, then he will capture this pawn. So maybe I have to capture up the. I think I have to capture this one. And then after bishop capture, and then after pawn push, how will you protect the knight? The only way to protect the knight, how you will protect the knight? I don't think any way for the protection of knight. Okay, I think I'm winning this game. I'm winning a piece. We have only 30 seconds on the board, so I have to play a little bit faster now, guys. So there will be a less commentary. YouTube is not receiving enough data. Okay. Hope the internet do not goes up. I'll just grab up the knight and grab up the pawn as well. Seems to be a winning position, but how? Have to play a little bit more faster. This attacks, defense. Okay, attack again. I will just defense. I'm a piece up, but still have to suffer because of time pressure. No problem. Even you push the pawn, I'll just capture this one. It is protected. So I'll just bring up my king, just grab up the knight, this attacks the pawn. I'm going for a dangerous attack. Check might come up. I have to play fast. Guys, just blunder a pawn. I'm just blundering up. In this case, I can grab this pawn or not, I'm not sure. Looks like not so good. This attacks. Not so good position for me. not that good. However, trying to have some good game. I'm just trying to have good game. I can move off the bishop. So maybe somehow if I can go and attack somewhere, let's try to have some attack. Just go for check. Did I blunder? Yes, I just blundered. So I need to capture this one. Was that necessary? I don't think that was necessary, but now I'm losing. Bad, 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 very bad. Completely winning. It was completely winning for me. Where did I blunder? This happens in time pressure. Very bad. Very bad. Okay, let's check it out. The game of Ram Magar versus Singeswadas. Ram Magar from Thapatali Chess Park. A small young boy. He is, I think, 14 years old. Tiredness is showing up and I'm losing. Continues to lose. Very bad. This is winning for white, I guess. But the bishop out here is hanging. It is protected by the rook. What do you play? King will come out here. Looks like equal position, but somehow it can be winning position for white. Because there will be an extra pass pawn on the king side. If you just capture it out, rook captures, king captures, and then after rook captures, and then after king captures, there will be immediate pawn push coming up, and black have what is this? Not capture of the bishop on a7. I will just go and capture the pawn on the f2. If you had captured this rook into bishop, then rook captures rook, then king captures, there was immediate pawn push, and this would be winning for white. So he see that, and this is draw. Wow, Ram Magar, just a 14 years boy, he drew with around 17. No, he is 1800 or 1900 rated player, FIDE rated. So he's giving up this pawn. Now it seems like winning position for black. Just block the way. He's not doing that. You just have to block the way. And then after just push up the pawns. Just bring up the king first and after push up the pawns, and this is winning for you. Not moving up the rook over here, just block the way. This is winning for black. One more subscriber is increased. It's raining outside and it's hot over here. That's because I'm taking it more seriously. The rook check is there, no problem. Just move up the king forward. And there will be coming up Lucina position. For those who do not know about the Lucina position, can go through the video and figure out what is Lucina position. Okay, this is not good to give check. Okay, this is also fine. When your opponent moves more farther, it's more good. When opponent goes more far, completely winning for black. What is he trying to do? The thing is with us two do not know about Lucina position what. This comes here, you just have to bring up the rook on the 4th rank. Okay, this is also winning. Queen is coming up. winning for black. Let's check it out. Another game. One more game. This is only the final game. This is the final game. Some player from Russia too joining the game. TC from Sri Lanka. Jenny Lee Mukyo, Poland. Lost two games continuously. Bad for us. Bikram Jokami, we had a good position. Of course, winning a piece. Arjun Gimiri winning the tournament with first position. Will he be winning the game? We will check it out. We have Kumar Dhamala playing. Kumar Dhamala. Thank you, Scary Theory. We have only two more rounds to go, and it's almost over. So you can wait for two more rounds if you want to. Yudhishthir ko bhai Arjun. I had crossed 2200, now still again it's 2184, so it's bad. I go for this one, and if he just capture, I'll just attack the bishop. If he moves his queen, I will just put my pawn on the c5. No, he didn't do that. I'll just give up check. He will move up the queen. There might be scholar mate. Knight check. Queen rook captures. Then after queen captures. If there was no rook capture, there will be mate coming up. If king comes here, there will be knight check. And then after, if king goes there, there will be queen check. And then after rook have to capture it out, and there will be knight check coming up. There will be mate. The opening blunder by white when bishop goes to the c1. My brother played game somehow. Dragon Sicilian हेरेर जानु पर्यो. Okay, let's grab up this one as well. This is already winning, I think, for me. So maybe I could go bishop to g4, just spinning up the knight and also grabbing up the knight. If there will be any threat, let's bring up the bishop to g4. I can grab up the knight and just capture of the pawn on the f4. That's possible. Next move, even I can bring my rook to the b8. When playing dragon, you have to be careful. When you can go knight to g4, then that will be very good for you. You will get a bishop, or you will get a good position. Like I got a bishop, a rook for the knight. I'm extends up, I'm winning a pawn. You just push up the pawns. So if I capture this one, bishop captures, what will happen? I could have captured, so no problem. If queen captures, that will be more easier for me. I'll just extend up the pieces. I have the winning position, so he didn't let me to do that. If I push this one, captures, then queen captures, then after queen captures, that will not be a good one. So let's push the pawn instead of moving up anything. You cannot do anything. I am extends up. If you bring your bishop out here, maybe I will just bring up my rook out here, attacks the pawn. Okay, he's giving up the pawn. I'll just capture this one. There is no check, right? Yes, there is no check here. So I can bring up the rook here. He might come out here and then after give check. In that case, I have to bring my queen to f6. Hi. Who is this? Karmi nipple. Hide. I don't know. Just there is no check. No, it's fine. If I give check, king comes here, just grab up the queen. Okay. If you capture with the rook, I'll capture the pawn. If you capture with the queen, I'll give the check and just capture another rook. Okay, you have to resign. I think you have to resign. I could go and capture this one. Okay, I'll talk with you theory dimension law. You should not give up your ID to anyone. I'm doing it live, so I'll talk it later on. Your ID will be blocked if you have been playing with the engine. Your ID will be blocked, so I request everyone not to play with the engine, not to give your ID to anyone, and so that it will make you not able to comment as well. I don't like to see this type of things. I just won. Let's check it out the game of Arjun Gimire versus Sitish Vandari. Arjun is black, Sitish Vandari is white. If watching right, I will just talk with a guy. What happened? White won. Sitish Vandari won when bishop check is there. Okay, he's just have here blunder like rook captures and winning for white. You can see. Attack the defending piece. That's the theoretical knowledge. Keshav Shrestha versus Mahesh Chaudhary. Mahesh Chaudhary in the winning position. How they are playing so great. They are playing so brilliantly. I don't know. Let me check out the game. Let me analyze this out. He didn't have any blunder. Both the players have played so good. MKC Tharu. Who's MKC Thakur? Umesa, maybe? With one blunder, even with so less average point, d5. Okay, he played e5, d4, captures check, knight comes out there, queen comes there. This is the theoretical knowledge. Knight comes out there, captures, and after queen is trapped. Maybe bishop captures was there. Okay, here he just blundered. But theoretically it's draw. What a good position for white. What a good position for white. I don't know. They are playing so good. Suman from Butwal is playing with Krishna Thapa. Krishna versus Suman is playing. Yuvraj Portal at the second. First we have Chitish Bhandari back after losing a game with Niken Kusatha. Niken Kusatha completely back-to-back winning the tournament. After we have एकचोटि फर्स्ट भयो दुईचोटि सम्म निन्दा आउँदैन होला funny. 2 more round to go, so we have to win. Let's commentary, so enjoy with the music. Maybe it's playing up. Yeah, it's playing up. You have to enjoy with the music because I'm little bit more tired. It's more than 2 hours already we have been commentating. My opponent is not here. This goes for e5. लु दाइ अब दामी एक्साइटिङ गेम फेरि खेल्नुस् है दाइ निन्द्रा दामी आउँछ Okay, I'll just try to play a very good game. I'll go for scotch, but I'm feeling hungry, so hopefully I will be winning this game. And there will be one more last round, then I'll go for some food. Along with me, the viewers are also waiting. Hope you have all taken out the food. So he might go for d5 here. So d5 could be the move, but I will be having an open file. So d5 would not be good now. Maybe f3, g4, h4. So it's coming to similar position that we played earlier. It's going for pawn push. No matter even if you push the pawn, it's fine for me. Maybe I can push this pawn and then after push this pawn. So that's not required. I'll just push out this pawn. If I go for pawn, knight coming out here, if you grab with the bishop, if you capture with the bishop, that will be a blunder. I'll capture with the pawn, and if you capture with the knight, that will be also blunder. I'll just capture with the pawn and there will be double attack. So I don't think, isn't it blunder? The knight have to go somewhere, and No, it's not a blunder. It's not a blunder. I'd heard it's a blunder, but it's not exactly a blunder. Because the thing is, I cannot bring up the rook. It's not a blunder, it was a good move. It's, however, a good position for white, I think. I have an attack coming up next with the pawn captures pawn. Knight captures after pawn push. Okay. How will you protect this pawn? How will you protect this pawn? Shall I go for pawn or shall I go for attack? Maybe you'll use this protect with knight coming out here. Maybe. Okay, I can go with queen to d2, attacks the pawn. He might go knight to c8. No, he just protects with pawn push. Nice move. But was that a good one? I'm not sure. I'll just bring up my bishop. Bishop to f3. Attacks the pawn again. Okay, he's trying to push this pawn, but that will not make any sense. I think I'll just capture this pawn when knight will come out here. Again, knight can go to the d5 or d4 or c5. If I go here, I think he will attack my knight. How will attack? Why not to just exchange the knight? That would be more good, I guess. But instead, he might not go for exchange. So I don't know, if we go for exchange, that will be good for me. I'll just grabbing up the pawn if we go for exchange. So that's good for me. How will protect this pawn now? He might go for pawn push now. No problem. Is it fine? I can capture this pawn, right? If you push this pawn, I'll just capture. Okay, he just attacks the pawn. I didn't want you to grab my pawn. Why should I give up my pawn? Pawn push is coming up next. So in this case, can I go for king to b8? Or I can bring up king to b8, pawn push, then after capture, capture. King to b8, pawn push, capture, capture, and that might create a threat for me. Might create a threat. In this case, I have to think. Maybe I'll capture with the pawn. And this capture pawn push. And if queen comes here, check. Then there's no check. Okay, that's fine. If rook comes, I'll just capture, and then after rook capture, there will be easy win for me. Dheeraj Joshi is former Olympiad player. He's an Olympiad player, so I have to play carefully. I'm winning a pawn, but still I have to win the game. If he brings up the rook, I can bring up my queen to exchange. So he'll again attack. The thing here is he cannot bring up the... So is he trying to create some threat? I'll just try to exchange. If I'll be able to exchange the queen, then I will be winning. I could go for rook to c1 as well. but even this is good. Okay, if I push the pawn, rook is coming out here. So I have to play fast. Maybe I can play this move. I'll just capture. And the threat is pawn push. Okay, he just tried to create a threat. There is no check. The idea is very simple. If there would be check coming up, that would be dangerous for me. How will you protect now? It's over for you. No way to defend. Maybe he will bring. There is a one move, just capturing of the queen. I'll just capture with the king, and then after this is also winning for me. Yeah, this is also winning for me. I have an extra pass pawn. I'll be having two pass pawn. Okay, he can come here, but how will you protect this? You can just go and capture the pawn. Okay, I just blundered. Oh my god. I'm just blundering up. Hi, just blunder. I had to capture this one. What did I play? That's a huge blunder by me. It's a huge blunder by me. Huge blunder. It was completely winning. And what did I play? I didn't see him moving on the g5. I would have simply captured and huge blunder. Sad. Very last game. Let's check it out. Another game. Rajan Subedi versus. It's over. Rajan Subedi winning the game. Okay. Check it out, the game of Sanjay Rai versus Hirakaji Morrison winning. Sad. I'm just so bad. It's very bad. So bad move. Final move, final game. I think you guys will simply have to check it out of the game of Pradeep Karki versus Binod playing. Okay, no problem. It happens. Commenting and playing while commenting and playing. It's blunder happens. Today, it's improving. My commentary and playing both simultaneously. It's improving. So, guys, I'm happy for it. It's a normal game, so no problem. A big tournament games, I will be winning. Final round is yet to come. Okay, final round have started. Maybe we just left it out. Okay, no problem. So there is a final round with 9 points. It is Bandari playing with Badilal Nepali. Keep watching, guys. Will be coming in 1 minute. Dai join SF Gonuna. Okay, Akash Pandey, it's already over. The tournament is over. Next tournament you can play. Akash Pandey, it's over. For the next tournament, I will just accept your name. Chess New York DW. Okay, just New York. Let me check it out, the final ranking. We have Metin 14 first, second Badla Nepali, third Arjun Gimire, fourth Rajan Subeti, Yuras Bordel, MKC Tharu, maybe Mahesh Chaudhary losing the game with Arjun Gimire. And then we have Suman Rai, Misan Dahal, Hirakaji Morrison, Banepa headed for it, Keshav Shrestha, Niken Kusatha, Tirtha Subba, and so on. Purushottam Silwal is there. Okay, we didn't play the last round. I'm totally tired and there is no any chance for me, so I just left it out. We'll be showing the game of top final players, and we will end up this stream. I didn't play the final game as there is no any chance for me now. There's only top 10 prizes. However, I'm getting a big support from you guys that make me feel very happy. Also, I'm also improving. You need to improve. I'm getting much more subscribers. It's nearly about to be 1060. Wow. Huge number of players are increasing in Nepal as well. Seems to be great number increasing day by day. Of course, making and promoting Chess Nepal. We might be helping you guys. You might be improving too. For those who want to learn, for those, okay, draw is offered by black and draw is easily accepted by white. Draw is accepted by Badilal Nepali. Draw was accepted by black. Badilal Nepali Badilal Nepali offered the draw and it is easily accepted by Siddhis Bhandari. Yeah, because Siddhis Bhandari is first here, even with a single draw, Badilal Nepali, and then we have Yuzas Podel playing. Mata Sagdina, good night, die. Scary Terry, you have just so many comments. Can you say your name? Wanted to see who was commenting for so long, who was chatting with us for so long. Nice to hear some viewers are commenting, chatting with us, having some fun, enjoying, learning. Was that capturing of the pawn necessary? Just yeah. Bishop pair advantage for black, but how will he take the advantage? Queen can be trapped. Maybe he will try to exchange of the queen, wait queen to b6 or even queen to c7. Yeah, queen to c7 was played by Uras, or he will lose a pawn on the a7. I thought of queen to b6, like queen to b6, and if he captures, I'll capture with the pawn and there will be a connect and pass pawn. But now this an isolated pawns. These two are of course an isolated pawns, but Miraz Thapa. Nice. Keep watching, keep following us. We'll try to bring some more videos that will make you improve. Of course, your chess level will increase. We will try to bring much other interesting videos, improving your chess level, learning more. Keep your interest with yourself. Do not let it go down. We'll help you out. Keep improving, keep watching. We are nearly to the end of the tournament and we will end up very soon with the final ranking. The first, of course, we have here. Second, we have the winner of Arjun Gimire and Yuras Bordel, and then after the ranking goes on the same order. Third might be Badilal Nepali, then after Rajan Subedi, and so on. Okay, here black just captured a pawn. Black gives up another pawn. He will just defend up with the bishop. But maybe he will attack the rook and then grab up the pawn on the f6. But here, is it necessary? Okay, it's not necessary as the mate is easily protected by queen. So maybe, how can black continue? If there is check coming up, a threat is here, like if queen protects the if queen protects the bishop, then I'll just capture the bishop. Is it a blunder? I have knight check coming up and it goes here, I'll just capture. Not exactly a blunder, but giving up a piece. You will just capture, then I have queen is being attacked, and then after queen will come to the f7, nearly mating threat. Not exactly, I'm not sure it will be mate or not. Now is rook coming up, how will protect it up? Maybe queen to c7, but there is bishop captured the pawn as well. Looks like winning position for black. Sorry, it looks like winning position for white. If bishop captures the pawn and there is checkmate, how will you defend? Oh, what a game by Arjun Gimire. I don't think there is any defensive move for bishop to g7. Bishop g7 checkmate. If you push the pawn, there will be queen check, and then after queen checkmate. And if okay, he just gave it up. Bishop checkmate. It's over. What a game by Arjun Kimire. He wins up and he will be second. Yeah, he is second. Hirakaji Maharjan versus, and it's the final position, guys. Almost its final position. First we have second Arjun. First we have Satish Bhandari. Second we have Arjun Kimire. Third Badlal Nepali. Fourth Raju Subedi. Sixth we have Mission Dahal. Fifth we have Mission Dahal. Sixth Yuvraj Paudel. And then after Mahesh Chaudhary drawing the game with Raju Subedi. Raju Subedi could win, but still the position will be same. Thank you and bye bye. See you in the next streaming. We are going to end up the stream. Thank you and keep watching, keep following us. Thank you for all who just have subscribed our channel and let us cross the 1K subscriber. I'm really grateful for those.